I conclude, my dear respected brothers and sisters, with a reassurance. A reassurance that everything that is to afflict us is known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That if all of mankind and the jinn were together in one place to benefit us, they will not benefit us with anything except that which Allah has recorded for us and preordained. And if all of mankind and the jinn were together to harm us with some form of harm, they will not harm us except by something that Allah has preordained and knows in His infinite and divine knowledge. Therefore, we should be reassured that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ally of those who believe. He is the ally of the faithful. And for us not to fear, for us not to put a halt to our lives, for us not to waver or to change, for us not to hesitate in attending a mosque for worship, such as you have done today. That is what the extremists, and that is what the terrorists, and that is what the Islamophobes and the racists, that's what they want for us. They want for us to live a life of fear. But we will say no to fear, and we will say no to intimidation. They died in wudu, in a state of physical and ritual and spiritual purity. And they died whilst in a state of worship, as you are, my respected brothers, observing the Friday prayer. They died in Allah's house. And they did not die only, but they were murdered. So they were murdered in the cause of Allah. A means for shahada. Allah gathered for them all of the means to attain His pleasure, to attain His countenance, to attain His forgiveness, to attain His mercy, to attain the lofty ranks in paradise, the company of the prophets and the messengers and the martyrs and the truthful. This is solace for them, for their families, for their loved ones, and for their friends. This is God's promise. And we have no doubt as to the fulfillment of God's promise.